Hi again. Right, I thought I'd have another session on the G29 just before. I still haven't set the T598 up, believe it or not. So I thought I'd have a quick go before I get my beauty sleep for the evening. And we're in Poland. Again, I think this was the last track that I played. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can do a few laps and get back to grips with the G29, and it should hold us in good stead when we finally do set up the T5. Oh, hang on. What I do want to do, I was told that I was a bit quiet, so I'm just going to put the engine down a bit lower, just in case you can't hear me. I think that my missus told me I was a bit quiet, so I'm just going to set the volume a bit lower. Dynamic range, say low. That should be a little bit better.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left, 50, turn 6 right of a crest, 6 left, 50.
Feels pretty low.
Crest, 80. Keep middle of a jump, 50.
So I'm just going to pause. I'm just going to listen back, so please bear with me. I want to make sure we get the sound right, so I'm just going to watch the feed.
Loaded.com.
What was that? That was the adverts. Oh, no, that's somebody else. Oh, I know why. I know why. Why did the volume change like all of a sudden there? Let's have another go. Yeah, we still need to change the volume a little bit, I think. It's a bit weird. Like, let's just set it to like 40. Like, we can only go to 50. Okay. So we're kind of locked. Let's try that.
4 right narrow.
He's still pretty loud, isn't he? I don't get that. Oh, we're not applying it, that's why. That is why.
80.
Right, let's restart.
Left, 50, turn 6 right of a crest.
Yeah, he's a bit quieter now, hopefully.
Middle of crests, 80.
I can be heard over the top.
4 right narrow, 80.
So what I've done again, what I said last time, is I've got my cripes. I've got my my clutch acting as my brake, so that I can get used to right foot braking, because I'm told that you really need to be doing that when you're rally driving, or indeed in an F1 car.
Over long crest into 6 left, tightens
I
past
was
junction.
experimenting setting up the
4 right, narrow over crest.
handbrake on my
Don't cut
gear
5
stick,
left,
but
opens long into 6 left.
I think it could
30.
work if I had an elastic band around it.
4 right long,
Now there are some
tightens over
mods that
crest.
people have
50.
recommended for the gearbox to make it. I forget what they call it now.
Cut 4 left.
So that it doesn't stay in gear, that it basically goes back, and we could potentially do an handbrake that way,
6 right over crest,
but
extra
it'll be a
long into
moot
slow, 6
point
left long over
once we get the T598 set up, because it doesn't have an handbrake yet. But I will be buying the Thrustmaster handbrake. This is one of the reasons I decided to keep the T598, is mainly because the Thrustmaster ecosystem is a lot better
bales, keep right over 30,
than Logitech right now. Right, let's restart this. Not doing too well. I was doing much better earlier, but I'm still sort of finding my feet a little bit with it. I mean, let's just try bumper cam
50, turn 6 right over crest,
instead of
6
bonnet
left,
cam. I mean,
50,
usually I find
middle of a crest, 80,
I'm a little bit better at this view. If it's a little bit low, that's the only problem.
80,
The ghost that you can see tearing off into the distance
6 left over
is me on a controller. Yeah, let's get to bonnet cam. I think bonnet's a bit higher up.
120,
But yeah, I did change a lot of the force feedback on this a couple of days ago, and as I said, it does take some getting used to left foot braking. I'm not going to lie. I think because I drive a real car, I'm still using my right foot to brake and take off the accelerator, but obviously don't do that in a real car. It's not going to end well. But on a computer game and in a rally scenario, left foot braking is actually preferred, and it's the same as F1 cars apparently, but you know, they're using their left foot, which means you can actually accelerate and brake at the same time. But at the moment I am of course much faster with my controller, and I must say the force feedback on the G29 does give me somewhat of a workout, so it is quite nice. You know, I definitely feel that playing these games come into their own when you're using a wheel set up well. It really does feel like driving a real car once you get into it. And I did fire up the WRC game initially, and I've got to be honest here that I prefer DiRT 2 over the EA WRC. I think it's a settings issue, because there are some settings that when I first got this G29 I didn't realise that you can plug it into the PC and you can change some of the settings in the LG, the Logitech app. I didn't realise that you could do that, and I'd set it up so it was more reflective of an F1 car rather than a rally car. But it feels pretty good in DiRT 2, but it just feels, I don't know, it just feels a bit off in the EA WRC game. I definitely feel like it's more, I definitely feel like I'm doing better in DiRT 2.0 than I am in that WRC game. If you know, I am a little bit slower than my Ghost right now, but I think once we do a few laps and this, we will start to get better. And it is quite difficult doing this and talking at the same time, I might add. It's not the easiest thing to do. You know, it's kind of a bit like when I'm playing Madden. Back in the day I used to go mute, I didn't talk while I was playing online. I'd go mute and take care of business. I found that while I was talking, I wasn't really concentrating on what was going on, what my opponent was doing, and it is much the same in rallying, because you really do need to listen to your co-driver and listen to what the corners are, because it's not just visual. As soon as I take my eyes off the road looking at what's going on with the arrows, I tend to look back at the screen and find that I'm in a hedgerow somewhere, which, if you're rally driving, is not where you want to be. So yeah, I mean, I think that we'll be opening the T598 tomorrow or Thursday and getting that set up. As I said, I've had it for a while now. I should have opened it already, really, but yeah, I want to do an unboxing video, and the lighting just hasn't been right, and yeah, I will be sorting that out sooner rather than later, and yeah, getting to grips quite literally with the T598, and I'm excited still to try it, even though a lot of people are worrying me about some of the power problems. I'm going to check later what serial number mine is. Straight into the bail. That was bad. That was bad. I think this section caught us out before, because we do get a little chicane across these barrels, or bales as they're called, somewhere. We're just going through this sort of this warehouse area here, and then we transition from gravel into tarmac. See, I was a bit apprehensive there. I was thinking, is this the bales area? We're definitely way off our ghost right now. We've been getting some good times on the controller, but you know, I think once you've had the wheel for a bit, you tend to start getting a little bit better. It does take a while to transition. When I was back on the controller after using the wheel initially, I was terrible. But yeah, once you get back into the wheel and you just get a feel for things, you do start to get a little bit faster, and even more so when I'm not gabbing, talking on a stream. But yeah, I can already feel my biceps are getting a workout. I've turned up all the force feedback just to give me a feel of what the wheels are doing, and I'm sure you can still hear my steering wheel's gears grinding away. So I don't know what sort of longevity and lifespan these wheels would have normally. You know, I'll be honest, I haven't really used it as much as I should have over the years. That's the funny thing about how my mental health transpired, that it stopped me gaming. You know, a lot of people throw themselves into sort of gaming when their mental health isn't very good. I kind of went the other way and stopped gaming. I kind of felt that I was wasting my life gaming, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't use my steering wheel as much as I should have done. I mean, my health did go downhill quite dramatically in the last... Well, I can feel the wheels have gone now. I can feel very loose steering. So I can definitely feel there's a difference in surface. And when you jump, when the wheels come off the ground, when you jump, you really do feel the lack of resistance there. I can feel this is very loose, this road is very loose. There's not a lot of resistance on this surface, and I think that's where the T598 is really going to make things feel even better. Because the feed, people said that the feedback will turn into the skid. There we go, we saved it. Right, is this the chicane? No, not yet. There we go, here's the chicane. I knew it was coming.
30.
I'm scared of this chicane. I don't know why. I'm literally like coming to a standstill on it.
Opens 6 extra long bump.
One of the things I do like about WRC is you can actually treat it. You can actually do your times on
60.
wheel
4
versus
left,
controller.
crest,
You can
last
filter it.
junction,
I do not know
30.
if you can do that on Dirt Rally,
Crest,
but
and 5
I've got to
right
be
long
honest, this is
over
one of my
crest,
favourite
6 right.
sections, just because I've done it quite a few
Caution,
times.
36 right.
There aren't as many surprises with
30.
the chicane. It does still catch me out sometimes, but you know,
Into 6 right long over crest.
it is feeling
5
pretty nice. I've got to be honest with
crest,
you.
and 4
And
left.
if the G29 feels this good, I'm
Slow
oh,
80, turn 3 right
cursed
over
it.
crest.
I was going to say if the G29 feels this good, what is the T598 going to feel? But I do still have a little bit of buyer's remorse, but you know, I think if it works and it's
80.
fine, you know, we are going to get the
6 left, opens 80.
the load cell pedals
4
coming
left,
soon,
tightens
so
3.
I think if nothing else, having that transition from a G29 to a
Into 6
T598
right long over crest.
is going to be useful for
Caution,
other
slow
people that
50.
might be
Crest
thinking
into
about
2
making
left,
the
tightens.
same purchasing decision. So, you know, I think I don't
Into
mind.
4 right long over crest.
Oh, I just had
50.
a real feeling that I was really driving then. Like this happens to me when I'm. I mean, I've moved my my chair closer to the TV,
120.
so I just had like
Turn unseen.
a brief
3 right
second
tightens.
where my brain
Opens.
sort of thought, "You're in a real car."
To tarmac.
It's crazy. Like you
6
immediately
left
get
over
that
crest
in
long.
VR. Like when you're in VR, your brain just
5
goes.
right. Over dip.
It freaks out
Finish into
initially,
6 left.
but then
To
your
stop.
brain sort of picks in pretty quickly that you're tricks you into thinking you're driving a real car. Right, let's see where we are. We haven't beaten our best results. I think we're still like 29. I did that yesterday, 9:36. So we are ways off. Let's have another go. I do need to make some food in a minute.
3, 2,
I'm a bit hungry, I'll be honest, and I want to get to bed a little bit earlier today. I've had a few late nights watching the NFL, so alright, let's restart this. I find this happens a lot, that I feel like I get to grips with it and then I mess up off the bat. What I'm not doing is I'm not pressing the accelerator down enough. Like I'm feeling very timid with the wheel. And I need to get back to what I was doing before and have that confidence that we've got the confidence in the wheel and what we're doing, and making sure that we're not driving scared and doing that. Because what happens in rally games, in my opinion, is if you drive passively, not aggressively, you tend to fare worse. At least for me, that is the case. Right, let's have one more. Let's have one more pop at this.
Turn 6 right of a crest, 6 left, 50, flat middle of a crest, 80.
Yeah, there we go. So we saved it. That was nice.
50, 4 right narrow, 80.
So this one is what caught us.
50, 6
There
left
we
over
go.
jump
So I
long,
mean, our ghost had a bit of a
crest
problem
jump,
there as well.
120.
There we go. We're going to take the ghost.
5 left long,
Usually that
narrow,
means we
over
crash. As soon
into
as we
6
overtake
right,
him, we get
80.
sort of get excited that we are front running, and then that happens.
Junction 30.
Right, one more go. My hands are slipping a bit as well. I normally wear my 49er receiver gloves
4,
for this.
2, 1, go.
Right.
Left 50, turn 6 right of a crest, 6 left, 50, flat middle of a crest, 80, keep
And muscle memory is a massive thing when it comes to these games. It really, really does make a big difference knowing where you're, where you can push it fully, where you need to back off a little bit. So we didn't catch it there. So we're all right. We're in front. We're in front of the Ghost. We are in front of the Ghost. Let's try and see if we can get a green first stage. And I'd be happy for tonight if we could do that.
Narrow over crest. Don't cut 5 left. Opens long into 6 left. 30.
Go. Feel like
4 right long.
feels
Tightens
like I'm
over
in
crest.
control.
50. Don't cut 4 left. Into 6 right.
Don't cut.
Into 6 left long. 30.
Yes, there we go. See, we've got the hang of it.
Extra long into slow. 6 left long of a bump. Into 3 right of a crest bump.
See, now we're driving. Oh, we were. Right, okay. I did say we would cut it there if we got a green first stage. So I'm going to go and eat some food. I'm loving this wheel still. Going to get that T598 set up in the next couple of days, and I can't imagine what that is going to be like. If we're getting the feels from this one, and I definitely am. Like, this wheel is really, really good. If somebody wants to get into sim racing, and you can pick a G29 up for like 100 quid or something, and you can get these for 100 quid all day long second hand. You know, even might even get the shifter with it. You can get the shifter really cheap from CEX. So yeah, I mean, it's a good wheel, don't get me wrong. They do say it's a toy, but to me, I think it does the job. I'm going to leave this session here for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys again in the next video very soon. Till then, take it easy and goodbye for now.